Calallen tonight is playing host to King High School. Calallen, after being 14-1 last year, faces a King team that is 10-0. Calallen tonight picked to win this game. We're not sure about King's power that they have.
Well, they returned 9 starters on defense, and defense was their strong suit last year. So it was a good ball game last year for a little while before the turnovers got the most of them, and or best of them. And I don't really look for it to be much better ball game this year. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. I think we ought to beat them by 5 or 6 touchdowns.
Yeah, definitely. Calallen picked by a few polls to finish as high as first in the state. Other polls looked at it a little more closely, picked as high as third in the state. And the King Mustangs, well, they'll be lucky, according to the preseason polls, if they finish second in their, or rather second to the bottom in their district. But I don't know. King's got a new direction this evening, this season, not just this evening, but this season. They've got a new head coach this evening, David Brown, and he's come in, changed a few things up with their offensive scheme, and we'll have to see how that pans out for them. But it'd be exciting to see that. Always the first game under a new head coach.
He got them in shape, is what I hear.
Yeah, I heard he's a pretty tight guy. He runs a tight program out there and everything.
They ran out of gas last year, but I don't look for them to be running out of gas this year.
And I'd tell you what, over the last 4 weeks, the Calallen Wildcats put in a lot of hard hours at practice. And I tell you what, they're hungry this season.
Well, we're too young to be real hungry.
Well, I'll tell you what, there's a few guys on that team who really want it, who really want to come out, look at this as a chance to really prove who they are.
Don't misunderstand. I pick us 10-0 district champs, but we've got a lot of things. We've got a long ways to come, especially in the offensive and defensive lines. We're babies, but we're big.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, in a couple years, definitely there's going to be some monsters crawling around on that line for Calallen. As you look down on the field, the Wildcats getting ready to burst through the sign for the first time this season. Come out on the field.
Well, we ain't going to burst through that one. We're going to walk through it.
And they got fixed up with the TV and everything in here?
Yeah, I mean, see what happens when you leave, they get the real deal.
Should be a nice way to start out the season. Calallen wins calls. First play out of the bag, takes it all the way down for a touchdown. I think that's always a fitting way to start the season.
Brandon did that.
Wasn't it last year?
Looks like we got Monroe and Rusty Edwards. I tell you what, that's 2 young men that worked their butts off in the weight room this summer.
I'll tell you what, Monroe out at practice, that is one boy who will definitely hit you.
And we got Travis and Wes, yep. Oh, yeah. Well, Monroe I tell you what, he's matured a lot. That happens a lot when you turn senior. You know what I mean? It just, things happen to your little pea brain, and it's you put it together, and this is your last chance. And matter of fact, Coach Clyburn very wisely put him with some of the babies this summer working out, and he worked them out hard. And I'm talking about Monroe. He worked them out hard. Rusty Edwards has worked hard for the last couple of years. I'm telling you, he's as hard a worker in that weight room as there is.
Well, I'll tell you what, if you've ever had the chance to watch a Calallen practice or been around much of the goings-on besides Friday nights, you know one thing, Coach Clyburn isn't a guy who'll settle for second best. He's always Always a little uptight and on somebody's case about not doing something right.
He'll pair you up right too.
Oh,
like
yeah.
he paired them babies with Monroe. That was a real wise decision on his part.
Tell you what, that's an important thing a lot of times. You get somebody who's a little ahead of somebody else, get them out there, mix them up together. I'll tell you what, that person who's up on top will just about all the time bring them up.
Speaking of Coach Clyburn, get a shot of Coach Clyburn walking in and explaining it to everybody as he comes in.
Getting ready for the coin toss this evening. I'll tell you what, I don't think... What have we got? I guess we'll be safe if we just go ahead and say we got a south wind blowing here.
No,
See, I don't see any flags of it. I think
there's
it's
no
a little
flags
more
yet, but when I was playing golf this morning, it was north.
It was north?
It was a north wind.
Well, no, I was driving to Kingsville this morning and got down to Kingsville, and there was not a
Breath of
hint
air, yeah.
of wind. It was just dead. It made me wish I was out on the golf course playing down there in Kingsville. A little warm, but no wind. But it's cooled off. Nice evening. No rain in the forecast.
Well, looks like Calallen won the toss, and they're going to defer to the second half. That's what we always do. King's going to receive the ball. Must be a south wind because we're going to kick off from the south end, so...
However, so slight, it's there.
Yeah, whatever wind there is. I tell you what, it wouldn't stop a good nine iron shot.
Wouldn't hold anything up like
No.
that. Well, I tell you what, this game's just about rolling right on time.
Well, Quentin, we get to start West Watch tonight.
Yeah, we sure do.
That's watching Wes Danaher on his way to breaking Bubba Greeley record total rushing yards.
You know, I've heard a lot of people from other schools kind of, I don't know, I guess they're a little jealous, try to criticize, you know, Wes's abilities just a bit. You know, saying that he's a little too small, you know, he's not as good as everybody thinks he is. I look at it this way, let the numbers speak for themselves.
Well, you know, one thing, I think Wes might have a little tougher time this year than he's had in the past, and I'm not putting any part of our game down or anything like this, but this is the most inexperienced offensive line that Wes has had to run her behind, and they're going to come along. I know that, but he's going to have a tough first few ball games, I believe, until these young men in the offensive line, and I like to talk about the offensive line because Wes is a great running back. There's no doubt about that in anybody's mind, but he has had some great kids to run behind.
Yeah, that's one of the things, and that's what he'll be quick to credit too if you ask him. You know, he gets
absolutely.
full credit to that offensive line.
Sure.
I tell you what, talk about the offensive line there. That's one of the good advantages. We're talking about Coach Clyburn just a little bit earlier. He's a guy who can really head up that line and set them out straight, and he just does a wonderful job with that line.
He's the best.
Then on the defensive side of the line, I believe they got a few holes to fill over there. I know the coach has been working with that, trying to get things running there.
There's Danaher explaining the rules to the referee. Get a shot. There's Phil explaining the rules to the referee. Referee might not be apprised of the rules here at Calallen Stadium. So.
Some of those local rules.
Yeah, that's right. There's local rules here now, Ref.
Judgment calls go towards the home side of the field here.
Nonchalant. See,
Well, if you
real
know-
nonchalant deal, you know.
Yeah, if you notice, the official glanced back to the seats over here, what Danaher was saying then, he goes, I want you to look at two things. I want you to look across the field first over there at the King side, and notice how many people are sitting over there, and then turn around and look behind you and see how many people are sitting here. I just want to remember.
We're talking numbers here.
I want you to think about this when you pull that yellow flag out of your pants tonight. Well, some new rules that they have in the high school ranks this year.
Damn, I knew there was something to this game I didn't like. Rules.
Well, there is one that'll play in particular interest, and I'm sure a lot of the fans are not familiar with. That'll probably get quite a few people upset. if a defensive player this year jumps into the neutral zone and the offensive player fires out and hits him prior to the defensive player making contact, it is a foul on the defense.
Yeah, well, that's not a bad rule. I think that's a good rule because it stops a lot of the playground tactics that a lot of teams use. I like discipline on a football field, and by golly, that's, playground tactics, especially when we play teams like Raymondville. I mean, heck, it's like sandlot football, and that'll stop a bunch of that stuff.
Well, I tell you what, I think, it's got its good sides and its bad sides. One of the things, it is a judgment call on the part of the referee. And if
that'll make it tough.
Well, the jump on the offensive side of the line has to be immediate, but I'm sure a lot of people are going to meet with confusion on that, not understanding the rule the first time that they hear it called. They're going to be a little bit skeptical, and we're liable to hear some boos when that comes out. And another rule that I think is
a disciplined football player on the offensive line will not jump. So consequently, you won't get the call.
Yeah.
But if it requires the offensive lineman jumping, Calallen won't get a lot of those calls because we've got some discipline. I think the Cats are fixing to come through with their alma mater now. Well, I don't know whether it's going to be the alma mater or the national anthem, but it's the alma mater.
Okay, there we go. I had to slide the window open a bit to hear that.
Quentin, that tradition right there started by accident in 1986, or 87, I believe it was. 1987, we got caught out on the field, fixing to come on the field when the band struck up the alma mater, and the kids just raised their helmets and started walking out onto the field, and ever since then it's been intact.
I'll tell you what, that's interesting how a lot of traditions didn't start.
Right.
Well, now I believe what we're going to have is our national anthem. Well, I'll tell you what, it's going to be real interesting to see tonight what King starts off trying to do against the Wildcats. I've heard some people say that they probably end up in pass on the Wildcats, or try to. Speaking of the Wildcats, here they come in the 1995 Calallen Wildcats.
Well, Quentin, I'm going to take a second here. On a kind of a sad note, that that's the first time the Calallen Wildcats have ever taken the field without one of their biggest fans ever being in the stands, and that's Miss Joanne Rossler, Bobby, and known by a lot of people, and I'd just like to say that we're going to really miss Walter and Joanne Rossler this year, and by golly, I hope the Cats can win it all for them.
That would be nice. See Coach Danaher giving the final instructions to the receiving team.
That'll be the kicking team. We defer to the second half.
You're right. Well, that's what you're here for, is keep me in line when I go off on a
Well, then you're in trouble. If
like
I'm here to keep you in line, you're in trouble.
I should say, I was thinking receiving team, because it's just a matter of time before the Wildcats get the ball back.
Yeah, that is true. I tell you what, these are the maniacs, and maniacs are special people. You know, it takes a lot to be on the maniacs. You just can't walk onto that field and be a maniac.
That's absolutely right.
And a bunch of them out there deserve every minute of it too. Jesse Foreman, Jimmy Faber, I see him out there. C.J. Carroll, good grief. There's, Casey Pierce is out there. You just can't walk onto a Calallen practice field and say, I want to be a maniac.
Something you got to earn. Well, the Wildcats now lining up to kick the ball off. Deep to receive for the Mustangs. We have number 7, Ricky Cantu. Ricky Cantu seen some action in the preseason, you can say, as a quarterback when Joey Treat, number 11, was hurt. Good kick back in the end zone. And Randy Cantu decides to down the ball as the Mustangs come in.
Decision. There is 9 Wildcats down there. Our safety man and one man, they blocked one man on the way down.
Man, I'll tell you what, that was a beauty of a kick.
Well, their receiving team blocked one man, and our safety man was the only 2 people that wasn't in the end zone on that ball.
Well, we started off with the Wildcats on defense. King lines up for the ball. Joey Treat under center, pitches out to his right-hand side.
I tell you what, that was nice. Casey Pierce came up and forced that back inside real nice. Good job.
Real nice. Looks from our perspective of a gain about, we'll give him 1 yard.
I believe Michael made the tackle, but the tackle was made possible by a great play on Casey's part.
Mm-hmm.
Good job by both men.
I'll tell you what, this right here will help the defense out. That's one of the big areas of concern as King steps up to the line in the I formation. Joey Treat under center. 2 wideouts. Hands off to the right-hand side.
No, you're going to have to go somewhere besides at Rusty Edwards. That's not going to work. Rusty's been working too hard and too long to be letting you pull stuff like that. Tell you what, we got one of our babies in at nose guard, too. That's big Bradley Isaacs, sophomore.
I tell you what, from the first day of 2-a-days, Bradley Isaacs has come a long way. I tell you what, I guarantee you, in a year or so, next year, he will be one of the most fantastic players. He's a big boy.
I'm going to go one better than that. Playing in this program, he'll be a heck of a ball player by the end of this year, the middle of this year.
Well, they shift the nose over. 2 back set, 2 wide outs. Steps back to pass, looking up the middle, has a man, complete. He breaks it down the field for, I would say, about a 26-yard gain. Puts him in Wildcat territory at the 49-yard line.
Well conceived play right up the middle. I mean, there just wasn't anybody there.
No one on that. I believe the catch was made by Jason Hughes for King High School. I'll tell you what, that's one thing Calallen's going to have to stop tonight is the pass. Joey Tree single back set, twins to the left. Comes off, hands off, stopped immediately at the line.
Now we're playing football. Of course, we've been playing football, in kind of defense of that. Travis is kind of banged up a little bit on that hand, and when you take an all-state safety out, a team might complete one over the middle on you like that. But I bet that would have been a different story in the middle of the season with Travis at 100% in the ball game.
I believe on that last tackle we had Gabe Garza, who in himself's a powerhouse, and Bradley Isaacs that we were talking about. Looks like they lost about 6 inches on that. Take that. King steps up, twins left, I formation. Joey Tree on a draw play, hands up to the middle. Bradley Isaac gets a hand on him, followed by...
Gabe was all the way over from the offside, too, to make part of the play over there. Jared Irwin was in there. There's a heck of an athlete.
Jared Irwin, talking about people that'll hit you, that's one boy.
Jared can do it all, but
yes. He will put the shock on you.
All we've talked about is inexperience. How about we got a junior out there playing a 5 that he's a junior and has 29 ball games under his belt.
Not many juniors around that way. King sets up, twins right, one receiver left, single back formation. Tree tries to pass and is botted down.
Matter of fact, we were just talking about you, son. That was the man we were just talking about, baby Gabe. Just starting his junior year and got 29. This is his 30th ball game.
Gabe Garza, not being one of the taller men on the team, has got the presence of mind to go up, get his hands in the air, and bring that ball down. That's one thing that experience will bring for you.
You bet.
King to punt, snap back. Well, it's kind of a low punt. It's going to take a bounce and does not look like Calallen's going to return it.
Good job.
Looks like they down it at about the 14-yard line.
Well, that's good. That means we get 86 or 87 yards on our first drive. Well, let's see who we got. Well, I'll tell you what, Travis Fallon's in the ball game.
Yes, Travis Fallon, I believe about a week ago, he got the cast off of his hands, been practicing for a while. He's been practicing the whole time, but now he's been able to go full speed. Travis sets up under center. 2 wideouts, flanker back. Hands off.
I believe that was Woody Chambers, I believe.
Tell you what, Woody Chambers is a good back. That's one tough boy. He sure is.
He's a hard runner.
Well, Calallen starts off gaining 5 yards on that play. I'll tell you what, that's a lot better than King started off in their first run play. Glad to see that. Be interesting to see what Danaher has him running here. Set up, same formation. Danaher in the backfield. Woody at flanker. Doubles out to the right. Hands the ball off to West, 34 power. West is met soon after he gets the ball.
It's a good surge. It was a good surge. We were a little high in the offensive line, but again, that's that inexperience.
Well, I tell you what, that type of thing will correct itself as the season goes on, because the boys will find out what'll make it easier on them is getting lower, and it'll just come second nature. Well, gain of about 4 on that play leaves Calallen with 3rd and about 1 yard to go. Come in with a double tight, flanker back to the right, 2-back set. Fallon under center. Man in motion to the right, hands off to West. West met once again pretty hard at the line.
Another good surge by the offensive line. We got Big Gabe over there on the left side.
Hey, what picks up about another?
I'll tell you what, Craig Corkle's been working real hard this summer too. This is Craig's first start. Just like our center, it's his first start on a varsity in a varsity ball game, but Craig's worked real hard this summer in that weight room.
Fallon lines up once again under center, 2-back set, pitches out to Danaher. Danaher out around the right-hand side is met and brought down for a gain of probably another 4, maybe 5 yards.
I'll tell you what, they're happier than a fat pig in the sunshine wallowing in mud because they stopped him for a 4-yard gain. I don't believe I'd be too happy.
I tell you what,
it don't take much to make these people happy, you know it?
Well, when you go 0-10, it's kind of one of those things. You get a first down, you're going to be happy.
Out of the end zone. That's a plus, I guess.
Well, you look at 2nd and 6. Fallon lines up under center again, 2 wide outs, double back set. Takes a snap, makes a handoff to West, keeps around the left-hand side, and looks like he picked up the first down with a gain of about 7 on that play. You were talking about the boys, individual players working hard. But I've got to tell you one thing. I don't think there's anybody who can be out on this, whether they be out there on the field or standing on the sidelines in a Wildcat uniform, who can't get here without working hard.
Well, that's true, but Quentin, I'll tell you, after 11 years of watching, there's some worked harder than others, and you can always tell it. And like I said, again, I'm not talking bad about anybody. I'm just talking good about the good ones. But there's a bunch of them that kind of lollygag around. Matter of fact, I expected to see some people on the varsity this year that aren't there. And I'll be perfectly honest with you, it kind of surprised me when some of the names aren't on this program. Because I watched them last year as freshmen, and I really expected them to be on the varsity this year. And a lot of it is just because they didn't work hard enough this summer. And sometimes I don't make all the friends I need to make because I say things that are just absolutely the way I feel and not necessarily the popular thing to say, but there's a lot of these kids working harder than other ones. But you're right about that. You can't be on this field without working some.
Well, Calallen, we lied to you, did not pick up the first down. It certainly looked like from here that they did, but Phil Danaher, being the man that he is not going to allow them to punt. Calallen steps up to the line, tight end right, double split, 2-back formation, dive to West Danaher over the left side, and I tell you what, that is definitely there, the first down.
That's a surge. That's a great surge by the offensive line. Corporal was downfield looking for somebody else to hit.
I tell you what, that's a scene of a hungry ball player right there when you get those offensive linemen make their first block, get the guy out of the way, and don't give up.
See how big that guy is that coaches him? And it was really tough back in the old days when he chewed tobacco and was eating you out. You looked like you had freckles when you got home.
Calallen lines up once again, 2-back set, hands off to Woody. Met hard at the offensive line there.
Well, some of our linemen ran by people that time. I'm going to say everything there is to say, and some of our people ran by some people that time and forgot to hit them.
Quite a few missed blocks there. Well, Woody did end up and pick up a yard on that. I guess that's better than a loss. Let's look at some of the starting offensive line tonight on the Calallen team.
Well, we got Gabe at left tackle. We got Craig Corporal at left guard. Jason Norris, his first start at center. Got Monroe at right guard and Yuri at right tackle.
Line up once again, man in motion, handoff to Danaher.
Oh, man, now there's the effort that Danaher gives you. Oh, don't give him that bad a spot. Oh, come on. There's the effort that Danaher looked like he was going to be not thrown for a loss, but trapped at the line of scrimmage, and he just picked up 5 yards. I'll tell you what, that's a great effort on Wes's part.
Well, I'll tell you what, the minute we start talking about that offensive line, they start letting guys through. But then when you got somebody who wants to run the ball like Danaher does, still picks up a gain of 6 after being hit at the line of scrimmage, that's
Wes
pretty
Danaher.
good here.
That's Wes Danaher.
We've got about 3rd and 3.5. Fallon under center.
We're in 4-down territory right now. I'll bet money on it.
Got a flag on the field. Be interesting to see what this call is.
That might have stopped us from being in 4-down territory. Delay a game. No, procedure.
I'm going to have to look at that one again. I was really not aware of seeing anybody.
Well, we might have had 8 people on the line of scrimmage. It's the only thing I can figure. I didn't see anybody move, but they're liable to have been, one of our wideouts liable to have been lined up on the line of scrimmage. And that's an automatic call right there. Well, a lot depends on this play as whether we're in 4-down territory or not.
Fallon up under center again. Two backs in the backfield. Two wideouts. Fallon bootlegs out to pass the ball. Call once, breaks one tackle, pass the ball, has a man.
That's Dickey.
Dickey completed. Dickey breaks into the open, down to the 20.
If he could have got the damn referee out of his way, he'd have scored. Good job of scrambling by Travis Fallon, and that gum referee got in our way, or we make a touchdown there.
I believe that back judge right there in on that to happen. I tell you what, one of the officials out down there tonight, the referee himself, Dickie Persons, he refereed a ball game I was playing in high school one time, and I came into a little collision with him, and I'm happy to say I won that collision. Fallon sets up under center, have first down and 10 from about the 12-yard line. Hands off to West.
Oh.
Breaks the tackle, gets it down inside the 5-yard line.
Well, I promise you one thing, they can't keep us out now.
No. I'll tell you what, if you got a nickel and dime it down the field, that's just a good way to do it anyway.
It's a pretty tough spot we got there. I'll tell you what, these guys are tough on Calallen. They are really tough on Calallen.
I guess they're spotting it at the belt tonight, because it sure looked like to me once again.
Well, they spotted it at the belt for 3 years on West. It looks like this is going to be the 4th one.
Well, some things never change. Double back set, two tights. Hand off to West once again.
He's in.
Touchdown.
I won't tell you, when that boy hit him at the 3-yard line, I knew he didn't have no chance. That boy needs to learn that when the freight train's coming, you better get your butt off the track.
And that's got the crowd on their feet. Going to bring it out to kick the ball once again. I'll tell you what, Calallen did manage to run some time off the clock with that drive. Come out and line out in the swinging gate here. Justin Slusher is going to attempt the extra point.
Justin's been a good kicker for us. I look for him to have a great senior year. He's done a heck of a job.
Tell you what, Slusher is a consistent kicker.
You bet, which is something we've missed over the years.
Take the snap, the ball's up.
Woo. Well, I mean, he nails it, doesn't he?
You know, one thing that I cannot understand, though, and it even hurts me to look at, is a kicker kicking that ball barefooted. That is just one thing, yeah. I've never even had the nerve to try it. Heck, it might not hurt at all, but
He kicks it with the side of his foot. Of course, that which only makes it not hurt your toes.
Here we go. Well, Calallen's going to kick the ball off once again. You know, I've got to admit, I'm a little new to the Calallen Wildcat scene, but one thing that I have heard is you don't see the return team out there too often during the field. It's either at the...
No, that's right. We don't receive a lot of kickoffs. Generally in the second half we receive one, and maybe one other time in the ball game.
There we go once again. King still got the same guy back. Randy Cantu set back. He's a yard back in the end zone this time. I believe last time he was about 3 yards out. Guess he learned his lesson there with Slusher's kick. Go, the Wildcats line up. Slusher boots the ball.
Have to,
kick, and that one will be kicked over.
They'll take that one. They don't want to have to return the ball against Calallen. They'll take that one. We're just going to try to force them to return one that time. And
absolutely right. They're coming on out to the field.
Oh yeah, that coach doesn't want to. He's not going to mess with that. He's going to take that ball on the 25-yard line and let's go. Matter of fact, that King coach wishes it was late in the fourth quarter right now.
Well, King gets a hold of the ball at their own 30. Let's see, he picked up the ball. I was assuming it was going to be at the 35. I don't understand what the conversation is. Well, you got to give the officials a little break. They're green this year with a whole new set of rules to enforce. And they'll set that ball down at the 30-yard line.
Well, you know what? I don't understand that. The ball went out of bounds at the 25. I thought it went to the 35. Now they put it on the 30. So I guess what they do is assess the 5-yard procedure penalty, or delay a game, whatever they call it when you kick it out of bounds.
But they're giving them 1st and 10 at the King zone 30. Treat under center once again. I formation. Tight end steps back, goes in motion left. Scoots back to the right. Hand off to the tailback, number 43. And he is brought down by a whole host of Wildcats. And almost appeared we had a fumble on that play. 43, for those of you viewing at home without a program, is Hector DeLeon. He's 5'6", 156 pounds, and he's a senior.
Big Michael Themey made a heck of a play on that play. I mean, he did a job.
I'll tell you what, that's one smart kid. He is.
Michael's one of them that worked real hard this summer. Michael's come a long ways.
King steps up to the ball, single back set. 2 men out to the right, 1 out to the left. Treat under center, looking to pass the ball again. Dump pass out to the flats.
Timmy. I believe if Timmy was going to wood that guy. I mean, that's the only thing that kept that from being a touchdown. But
Yeah,
that's the Calallen mentality, and we love it. But if Timmy doesn't have his heart set on wooding that guy, he's going to pick up that tip ball and walk it into the end zone.
It's probably the same thing he's thinking right now. Well, we've got 3rd down, and, well, let's give King a little bit. We'll call it 9.5. Go.
Damn, they gained a half a yard on an incomplete pass.
It's the way they've got it marked from here.
Yeah, that's right. You're exactly right.
I didn't think they gained a thing on that round. 2 back set, Treat back to pass once again up the middle.
Ooh, Jesse thought he had him one. But again, Jesse was going to wood the receiver. You got to make up your mind, guys. What are you going to do? Wood the receiver or take the ball?
Well, Treat trying to connect there right up the middle with Jason Hughes, a little short. Calallen covered it well. Bring up another 4th down for the King Mustangs. And you look at the clock, there's 1:44 left. We started it with 2:31. They didn't even get a whole minute of possession there. Another short punt.
Come on, get the ball to Dickey. I want to see him run. Oh, okay.
Dickey backs off from it there. Let him down it.
I don't blame him. But I sure would like to see Dickey return one.
I sure would. Well, let's give Calallen the ball at about their own. They'll start off 1st and 10 from their own 30. Well, let's see where the officials decide to spot it. Again, wait on them for a little while.
Corporal, Monroe, Baby Gabe, and Jason Norris. That's our front 5.
Interesting to see. King is ready to go back, see if they can stop the Wildcats from getting 14 in the first half. They've got 1:40 left to do it in. Our score is 7-0.
It's almost even money. They get 14 in the first quarter, and there's only a minute left.
Single back set in the backfield. Flanker left. 2 outs. Fallon rolls out to his right, left. And it's brought down after he keeps it for about a gain of... You know, I almost hate to say how much he's gained because every time I've said, yeah, I got to give a ballpark figure because every time I give a figure tonight, the officials decide to back it up a yard or 2. Well, I think the polite thing to say is that they've got a better angle on it.
Well, they didn't turn the air conditioner on.
Line up once again, Fallon under center. Draw play to Danaher. Danaher breaks it across the line. Danaher with a short gain on that. I tell you what, I fully expected Calallen to already break one tonight.
Well, what we're breaking in an offensive line, and that's why we're running in between tackles like we're doing. And I mean, this is a process. This is a maturing process. This game is a scrimmage to Calallen. I mean, there's no real opportunity for King to win it.
Fallon fakes a handoff, keeps the ball himself, breaks it down.
Nice hole there.
And I'm going to go ahead and say he definitely has enough for the first down there.
Absolutely. I don't care where they mark it. But that was a nice hole there. They gave Baby Gabe a rest and brought Michael Themey in.
When the line brings that wall down, starts bulldozing people down towards the center, it leaves a whole lot of daylight to the outside. Got Fallon stepping up once again. Danaher in the backfield. Twins to the left. Hands off to Woody. Woody breaks it up. Woody picks up about 5 yards on that play. Good run.
Our tailback's not breaking like I thought he would. I figured they'd be keying on West, and our tailback be running kind of free. But he hadn't broke much.
I will say
of course,
this.
You have to understand that King defense returned 9 starters. There's 9 people on that King defense right now that started for them last year.
Well, that's the end of the second. Man, I'm already looking forward to halftime.
See, I told you if I was here to keep, I told you earlier, if I was here to keep you in line, you was in trouble.
That's the end of the first quarter. We've been in the second quarter. I don't take that much of a walk. Ball spotted in King territory at their 49-yard line. I tell you what, King, I really don't plan on them winning this game tonight, but I'd be willing to bet that they will not go 0-10 this year.
Oh, there's no chance. No, there's some teams they can beat. I can't think of any right offhand, unless it would be, I don't know. I'll tell you the honest truth. CCISD's up a little bit this year than they were last year. Moody's got a lot better ball club this year than they've had in the past. I'm going to be interested to see how Miller and TM come out tonight.
Well, I didn't see anything, but hearsay has it that last week in the scrimmage, and I don't know if scrimmages don't necessarily mean a whole lot, but Moody really took it to those Gregory Portland Wildcats.
Well, yeah, but you never know what Gregory Portland was trying to look at.
Exactly, that's one thing. Send out 3 men to the right side. West Danaher in the backfield, all by his lonesome. Man in motion, stop short, hand off to West over the left-hand side.
I'll tell you what, we're just not hitting people. I mean, that's just the cold hard facts of life right there. We're just not hitting people.
Tell you what, that left-hand side of the line really needs to buckle down.
They got us outnumbered. They got a lot of people on the line of scrimmage. They got us outnumbered, but we're just not hitting people.
Brings up third and a short 3 yards. Fallon steps up under center again. Flanker to the right, 2-back set. Man in motion. Hands off to West. West comes around, breaks through the line of scrimmage, and there we go. Picks up about 7 yards on that play. Well, the official decided to step back another yard, so I'm going to say picks up 6.
Yeah, but it's still a first down.
First down, either way you look at it, driving into the territory.
This is a good Calallen drive, good grinded out, let's play football drive, and they're, in defense of what looks like maybe a lack of blocking. I mean, we're outnumbered up there. They've got 10 men within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage, and that's tough. I mean, it's a numbers game, and we don't have that many people blocking. Well, they kind of backed off a little bit this play. I don't understand. They back off on first down.
Oh, they are a good
like
ways
we
off.
might throw the ball, right?
Pitch out to Danaher to the right. West is hit at the line of scrimmage.
We're just not hitting. I'll tell you what, we're not making the blocks. Right now, we're just not getting the job done. This is not acceptable Calallen football. I would not want to be in the film room when they run that play tomorrow.
Definitely would not. Brings up 2nd and 9. Talking about that line coach down there. Coach Clyburn doesn't look like a happy man at this moment.
No,
Calallen steps up to the ball again. Fallon sets up under center. 2-back set, one double split ends. Man in motion to the right side.
Oh, Monroe made a great block. Oh,
fumble on the play. King will recover that ball at their own 43.
That 5 did a good job. Monroe sealed it off real good. Monroe pulled and sealed it off real good. But somebody came up, I get maybe a linebacker. I wasn't watching. I was watching the offensive line, but might have been a strong safety. I don't know. But somebody came up and made a good hit.
I'll tell you what, Woody Chambers carrying that ball. The King defender, not sure who it was, just got a good hit on that. And, didn't look like any fault of his own. Had the ball tucked away good. I think that was just a well-placed helmet. However, King with a break here. Be interesting to see if they can capitalize on it. Street lines up under center. I formation, 2 splits. He's rolling out to his right-hand side and met at the line.
That ain't gonna.
Brought down by C.J. Carroll.
That made more money than I thought he was gonna make. I figured they'd have him at the line of scrimmage, force him to make a bad pitch. Made 2 yards, but I tell you what, I'm going to defend the referees, and this may be the only time I do that this year. They're consistent. They marked that one just like they've been marking it for us.
Good to see. Looks like we've got second and about 7 yards left for King. Treat once again with the I formation behind him. Double split, sets up under center, takes a snap, passes off to his right-hand side in the flats. Hit hard once the ball is made contact with by Timmy Harkins.
See, Timmy finally got to wood somebody like he wanted to a while ago.
Yeah, but King still picks up 5 yards on that play.
That's that Calallen mentality. Wood something.
Just lay back and explode on anybody in a different colored jersey. That's not a bad philosophy to have when you're playing football.
It's worked.
Got score 7-0, 8:49 left in the second quarter before we run into halftime. Treat steps up under center. I formation, twins left. Going on a long snap count, takes a snap, hands off and immediately met.
What a job. What a job over there. Is that big baby Gabe? I see Bradley Isaacs in there. I just wonder who's the 5 over there. That's Rusty Edwards, the defensive end over there. And Baby Gabe, yep. Okay, that's a pretty good combination. Bradley Isaac, Rusty Edwards, and Baby Gabe.
Oh, yeah, that's a good.
That'll work. Monroe being your linebacker, that'll work too.
Well, we've got a timeout called on the field with 8:09 left before halftime. Troops are going to come to the sidelines and talk it over. I believe it was King that called that timeout. Be interesting to see what they do here at midfield with about 4th and 4. So, Cliff, you actually think that they would try a fake punt in this situation?
Absolutely not. They're happier than they can possibly be, than you can possibly imagine. Going to be 7-0 right now. Matter of fact, they'll be real happy if they can go in at halftime 14-0. So they'll punt it and try to and hope that it takes Calallen the remaining 8 minutes to score, or that something might happen. We might cough the ball up and they get lucky and go in at 7-0. And then at halftime, that coach can tell them that they have a chance to win the ball game, which we all know is a joke. But
we got Casey Pierce and Dickie Gonzalez going back to receive the ball.
Dickie's going to return this one.
No, he's going to let it go. And I think
that's a good decision on Dickie's part, though. I'm going to tell you that. He zeroed in on it. He wanted it bad, but that was a good decision. And he didn't feel right about it in his mind, so he let it go.
I'll tell you what, there was a whole host of Mustangs not far from him on that one.
Yeah, but if Dickie gets that ball, Dickie probably scores because he's at full speed going toward the ball. He just didn't feel right in his mind that he had the ball zeroed in, or he'd have taken it.
I think Calallen using the wall on the return there. I wasn't looking at the line, I was looking at the ball, but it looked as if they probably had wall set up to the left-hand side of the field. And they kicked it to the near side over here, and there was no blockers on this side for Dickey. Calallen will start at their own 4-yard line. 96 yards to go. Now Fallon setting up under center. Motion to the left. Hands off to West. West, once again, I'll tell you what, that offensive line not doing a good job of driving those King defenders off the ball.
Again, it's a numbers game. We're making some blocks but they're just dealing in numbers, and they're coming, and it's going to be tough. I mean, we're going to have to put the ball up in the air to loosen them up a little bit, and everything will work out for us.
West only picking up 2 on that. Leaves 2nd and 8 from the 6-yard line.
Look at this. There's 11 men within 6 yards of the line of scrimmage. Uh-oh.
Woody
got out, but that gum. Our guard broke down.
Well, I tell you what. Robert Lucio for King right there made a good shoestring grab on Woody. Because if he wouldn't have made that grab, Woody had a lot
Yeah, I
of
think
green
Woody-
grass
I-
in front of him.
As it was developing, it looked like Woody had some room.
Yes, sure
Yeah.
did.
And if
But-
Woody gets out in the open, he's going to be hard to catch.
Calallen comes to the line once again. Fallon setting up under center. 2 backs, double tight. Run the ball bobbled, goes to West, and he's going to be met and brought down for a loss. Looks like Fallon lost a handle on that ball.
Well, that may be that bad thumb coming into play right there. Or it could have been just a mishandled snap. I don't know. I might be looking for excuses.
And
I
we've
know
got a
one thing.
holding penalty on top of him.
I believe that, well, they'll decline that. I know one thing, we're going to have to loosen them up a little bit because young or experienced or any kind of offensive line that you have, you cannot block 9 people within 4 yards of the line of scrimmage with 5. It just don't work. 7 even if you count the Z-back and the tight end.
Well, I think we're going to see a rarity here. Calallen from their own 8-yard line is going to punt the ball.
I bet we see a big punt too.
Jared Irwin,
Can
not
he-
only is a good linebacker and a tight end, but he is one heck of a punter too. And he punts the ball and he gets it high, coming to the near side. King back to receive, and that ball's going to go out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Looked like he rushed it a little bit.
We've got 6 minutes, 9 seconds left on the clock. King gets the ball back at Calallen's 37-yard line, the best field position that they've had of the evening. Like
Now,
I
if
said-
King's smart, they'll come out throwing. They already know they can't run against Calallen. You might as well put the ball in the air and see if you can and make something out of this game.
Exactly. Tell you what King's looking at is probably last week the scrimmage against Stroman. Stroman had some success throwing into the flats on Calallen. But like you said, throw right out, fumble on the play, and that looked like that might be a Calallen
Well, I
ball.
believe they're going to call it an incomplete pass. If they can't call it complete under any circumstances. It's either complete and a fumble or it. Wait a minute. They're giving him the catch? Now that's impossible. It's either got to be an incomplete pass or it's got to be a fumble. What
Unless
an
they were
idiot
saying
call.
that he recovered it.
Oh, and well, yeah, unless they're saying that's right. But I don't think that's possible either.
Well, we've got 2nd and 8 now. Surprise, surprise from the 36-yard line. Treat lines up under center, I formation, 2 wideouts. Goes on a long snap count. So it was not the I formation. Fumble on the play.
Well, now let's see who got that one. I'm going to bet you they can't wrestle it away from C.J. Carroll. My God.
Well, I think King was there first.
C.J.'s handing the ball to the referee. This is getting ugly. Y'all remember what I said good about them stinking referees a while ago? I take it back. I ain't never found one I like.
Well, we've got 3rd and about 13 yards from the 40-yard line of Calallen. Treat lines up, single back set. 3 men out to the right, sends a man in motion over to the right. He picked up, comes down, runs off to the right.
Oh.
Had a man wide open, just overthrew him. Well, I wouldn't say wide
That's a
open,
big
but
boy,
he was
too.
open.
That's a big boy that he threw to. That was a big target.
That's Jason Hughes. He's a tight end, and as a big boy, he is tall, 6'4", 202-pound senior. I tell you what, looking down this King roster, there are a lot of seniors on that team, so they do have a lot of experience on that team. Not saying all the experience is great, but I'm sure some experience is better than none at all.
Yeah, they're a better team than they were last year, but they're still not a contender. I mean, this is an ugly outing so far for Calallen.
Well, with 4.5 minutes left, and King with the ball at Calallen's 40, I wouldn't feel that they'd go for it. or fake punt on this play.
No, they're
But
like I said earlier, they'll be happier than a fat pig in the sunshine to go in 14-0. If they're lucky enough to go in 7-0, they'll think they're 7 points ahead. They'll punt it down there and hope for another defensive stand, and they got a good defense. Now, I'm not, they got a good defense.
Well, I've noticed what they've been doing with the defense is they've been lining, quite a few men up on the ball, bringing everybody, down in there, fully expecting Calallen to run the ball. Calallen sends no one back to receive the punt.
And
ball is punted.
He kicks it in the end zone for it. No, go ball. Oh, Lord, don't get that lucky.
Looks like Calallen's going to have the ball at the 1 yard line. Just over 4 minutes left to go.
Boy, I'll tell you what, that's pretty lucky. I bet they take it, though.
Let's see how Calallen fares up here. They've got 99 yards left to go to pay dirt. King lining up in their nose tough defense. Now
we got a single back there. I didn't see us do this in a long time.
We got another penalty. Well, look at it this way. Any penalty Calallen gets against him now
is a wasted play.
It's a wasted play, but can't scoot him back too much further. Penalty is called against Calallen. Still 1st and 10.
Little sophomore just goes in the ball game named Casey Doran. I guarantee you that boy would you.
Fallon keeps it himself, takes it right up the middle. Gains about 6 on that play.
Hey there, did you see Casey at the end of that play?
No.
Casey's down there. We're running a quarterback sneak, and Casey's down there knocking the fire from safety's fanny. Going to have about 2nd and 4 here. We come back out in our one setback. We give it to fit. Ooh, I tell you what, they're keying on West. They got West's number. They're firing that backside and coming after him. Might be our dump here. This might be our tight end dump right here. Oh, what a spot for it. What a spot for it. Oh, man, I'm telling you. Fourth and 2. We're going to give the ball up. Maybe. Oh, we get it. We hit a pop-up to the 30-yard line. 1st and 10 King. Calallen 30-yard line. 31-yard line, looks like. We got right at 2 minutes to play in the first half. Calallen 7, King nothing. King with an opportunity here. 2 minutes to put it in the end zone. I tell you what, King's got to be happy with their situation in this ball game. Tell you somebody else has got to be happy is the rest of District 34A. Complete across the middle, looked like about an 8-yard gain. King coming out to the line of scrimmage a little bit fired. Second man through. They're not going to make anything. They're not going to make any money doing that. Reason y'all not getting all the play-by-play and everything right now, Quentin had to go powder his nose. It was getting so shiny in here I couldn't see. Going to measure. I believe he's going to be a little bit short. Woof. And I do mean a little bit. Third and about, third and inches. Might be a good time to throw the ball here. Uh-oh. Well, I'm going to tell you one thing. If he needed anything, he didn't get it. He did not make the line of scrimmage. Now, I'm going to see where they spot the ball, but I'm going to tell you he did not make the line of scrimmage. So if it was third and short a minute ago, it's third and short again. Or fourth and short now.
Well, they're going to bring the chains out to measure this one.
All right, you look a lot better now. Your nose isn't even shiny.
I'll tell you what, these allergies around here are just aggravating.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Oh no, it looks like a generous spot on there as you were talking.
Oh, he didn't make it. I mean, he didn't even come. He
No.
wasn't, you know, that's not as close as the last measurement was. Now what are we going to do, guys? Got 42 seconds left to go. Holy mackerel, they're going to try to score. Oh, no. What an upset.
Well, I'll tell you what. It looks like King's going to go in at halftime only at a 7-point deficit. This has got to be a big morale booster for them. And I bet you most people sitting here in these stands tonight definitely did not expect to see this. I know most people were probably expecting, you know, quite a lopsided score in favor of Calallen.
Well, they haven't gone away disappointed yet. I mean, this score
Nope.
could still get lopsided. You know, I mean.
I'm talking about by halftime, though.
Oh yeah.
How much-
Well, I expected it to be a decent ball game for the first half. First game of the year, King still thinks they have a chance to win the district championship.
We'll digress from this game a little bit tonight, and we've got the Battle of the Bridge tonight. We've got quite a few 4A teams going up against 5A teams tonight. We've got Moody and Kingsville.
Yeah, and I think
We
this will
have-
be the only win for us. I really do. CCISD's come up a little bit this year, and I'm not sure that our district is as strong this year as it has been in the past. I look for Kingsville to lose to Moody. I look for GP to lose to Carroll. And I think ours is going to be the only win.
Well, Robstown picked up a win this week. Last night they beat Laredo Figueroa in Laredo. Well, here we go. King Mustangs going for it on fourth down. Finding out what the Calallen defense has got. Treat under center.
Just a long count.
Back set.
It's a long count. They're not going anywhere. They're not going anywhere.
Here we go.
That's a great job by the Calallen defense. That's discipline there, brother. That's what you learn at Calallen. That became obvious late in that count. I mean, that was just a long count. They're going to try to make us jump. Now they might try to take their 3 points and go to the house, or they might try to throw the ball. I don't know which, but that was a great job by the defense there.
That was an excellent job. Most defenses would have been all over on about the second or third hut. As you can tell from up here, he was calling that snap count hard, too.
Yep.
They had no intentions on going, it looked like, when they got up that ball. They were just going to sit there till someone jumped. Still doesn't look like they're going to give it up just yet. Bo Vela leaves the game. Coming in for him, we have Cedric Spears. Line up, 2 men out to the left, single back set. Treat drops back, looking to pass the ball. Got a man throws it. And Calallen will get the ball back at their own 34-yard line.
That's a real good job. That's a real good job by Timmy Harkin. I'll tell you what, that's a great job by Timmy. Now I'm gonna make a little bet with you, Quentin. You're kind of new to this. We got 34 seconds left to go. What do you want to bet we try to score? We're not satisfied with it 7-0. I'm gonna bet you we put the ball in the air, or we run some kind of squirrely something or other that we've been working on.
I'll tell you what.
I'm gonna bet you we try to score with 34 seconds left to go in the first half.
I would most definitely go for it right here. I mean, and I've never been. One thing I like about Calallen football is they don't have that play where the quarterback gets the ball and kneels down on it. Because I do not like that. We've got Fallon up under center. Vandy in motion. Fallon back to pass, like you said. Got Dickey open. Dickey goes up.
I tell you what, that guy was all over Dickey.
Got the call.
You betcha, he got the call. That was a great job. That guy was all over Dickey's back. That's a good call. Good job.
As I tell you what, Dickey is one heck of an athlete, and there is no question at all that ball was catchable. King defender all over him. I'll tell you what, that was a good pass by Fallon. That one was right there.
He had some touch on that ball. It was a little strong, but I'll tell you what, it was there. It was in the area.
Casey Dorn checking into the game.
Oh, what are they? Oh, it's a penalty. They don't give him the spot of the foul, I don't reckon. They just penalize him.
It's 15 yards.
Yeah.
Well, no.
I guess it's 10, huh?
10 yards.
Yeah.
Well, we have 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line of Calallen.
We need to get to about the 30 to give Justin some kind of chance, I believe.
Lined up. Back to pass once again is Fallon. He's going long for Dickey and overthrows him.
Tell you what, he's running, Dickey.
Well, that leaves us with 2nd and 10 left to go after that overthrow to Dickey.
That ball was well placed, too. I don't think Dickey picked it up real quickly and didn't make his turn in.
Well, we've got 21 seconds left to go. Calallen still ahead by a touchdown.
This might be a good place for the sprint draw.
Calallen lines up, 2 backs in the backfield. Come around, hand off to West around the outside. West is going to be able to pick up. Looks close to the first down.
Close to the first down. I tell you, you got to love a quarterback that's down there blocking for your fullback.
Definitely, definitely.
Calallen took a timeout no matter what, and I believe they're going to be a little bit short of the first down.
I tell you what, it looks like they've got about a foot left. Calallen does call a timeout. Fallon comes over the sidelines. Looks like we're going to see Casey Dorn checking back into the game. I tell you what, I would sure like to see a score here within the next 12 seconds to put a lid on the head of steam the King's probably building up. Well, they're going to take the time during the timeout to go ahead and measure this ball. What do you think? Call it from here, Cliff.
Oh, it's short.
You have Eagle Eye Cliff there.
Dadgum, I'm 3 for 3. I ought to quit.
Maybe we ought to give you a striped shirt and let you get down there. That is one job I do not think that I could do.
I did it for a while. When I first got out of the Marine Corps, I was a referee.
Well, my father's actually one of those guys, right?
I couldn't threaten those coaches like that. So the coach say something to me, he's liable to get a face full of fist. I didn't care. Back in those days, now you have to understand, I'm a lot mellower person now.
Look at this, down around about the 20-yard line. Slusher's going to go down there and make a few kicks into the net. Got 3 men out to the right, single back set. Fallon drops back, rolls out to his right, throws the ball up. He's got Dickey there. Dickey's got it, and it's out of bounds.
He got a foot down. He got a foot down. I'll guarantee you that. What a great catch.
I tell you what, that is one fantastic catch by Dickey.
He got that 1 foot down, and he had to. I mean, I can't wait to see the tape on this.
Well, let me tell you something.
That was a great job.
I looked down there at the clock as soon as Dickey caught that. There was 12 seconds on it when he fell out of bounds. I look at and there was 12 seconds left when they started the play.
Yeah.
I look down there now, and there's 7.
Yeah, we were kind of late starting the clock, but we caught up. But I tell you what, that was a great job by Dickey to get that 1 foot down, and that's all he did get down is 1. But that's all we needed in high school football. That's you just need 1. And he did a great job. I'm telling you, and a great pass too.
Cliff, got a question for you.
Oops.
You go for the touchdown, or you go ahead and kick a field goal here?
Well, you can throw once. I believe you can throw once. And I believe that's what they're talking over right now. And I believe Phil knows that he can throw once. See, that was a long pass play there and took 5 seconds. You can throw it. You can throw some kind of crossing pattern or something like that in a 4 or 5 second period of time.
Yeah.
I personally, I mean, and I'm not scared about losing the ball game, so I definitely go for the touchdown. But see, I'm not the one that has to answer to those reporters at the end of the ball game either. I can just kind of slide off into the dark. Phil's got to stand out there under them lights and wait for all them newspaper people and TV people and stuff like that to come around and ask him why he made such an idiot call.
I tell you what, but if you do be successful on that, it's a brilliant call.
Oh, well, yeah, I agree. You know, you go from the outhouse to the penthouse or from the penthouse to the outhouse all in one fell swoop.
No floors in between.
Yeah.
Definitely looks like Calallen's going to run at least one more play. Fallon walks up under center. West in the backfield, flanker right. 2 men split out right. A man out left. Fallon backs off. Throws the ball up for the corner of the end zone. I don't know about that.
That was a great call. I tell you what, that was a great call. That's perfect situation there.
Well, see, what I was saying, I don't know about that though. I couldn't see from here if that ball was overthrown, if it was there on the money, or.
Well, we got the worst seat in the house for that particular play. We got the worst seat in the house.
That's as far away from us as you can get. They're gonna kick the ball. It snaps back. The ball is up.
Good.
No, it was off to the left just a bit.
Okay.
Well, that's going to be it for the first half. We'll join you again in the second half.
See me later. Come on, Wade.
We'll be leaving with the score: Calallen 7, King Mustang 0. We're back for the second half of action of the Calallen Wildcats against the King Mustangs. Going in the third quarter, the score is 7-0 in favor of Calallen. Kind of disappointing from a lot of people's perspective on the performance of the first half, the Calallen Wildcats. The score, to put it plain and simple, a lot of people feel it should have been a lot higher. I think one of the things that happened was the offensive line seemed to just stop coming up off the ball towards the end of the first half.
Well, we're just not playing Calallen football. It's just, we hadn't wooded anybody yet. They hadn't thrown any flags on us yet. Calallen football is, let's beat them up, rough them up, and score. I mean, it's just, we're not playing Calallen football. We're a little tight. I look for something different in the second half. I believe we'll come out and we'll wood some people, and we'll maybe get a flag or two.
That's always good to incite things up.
Yeah.
To liven things up a little bit.
Well, you're playing. I'll tell you what, you're playing aggressively. If you get a flag or two, the coaches don't get real mad at aggressive penalties. They get mad at stupid penalties.
We've got the kickoff to begin the second half.
Oops.
Back to receive, not a good way to start it off. C.J. Carroll bobbling the ball. Going to bring it out of the end zone. And Calallen's going to start off once again in a hole at about the 6-yard line.
Not a wise decision there. We should have downed that ball.
Well, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, after he touches the ball and he goes back in the end zone.
No, he doesn't have to run it out. The impetus of the kick is what put it in the end zone. He can down it. The same thing happened in the opening kickoff with King. He touched the ball on the field of play and it went back in the end zone and he downed it. As long as the impetus is put on by the kicker, you can down the ball.
Well, instead of having the ball at the 20-yard line, Calallen's going to start off at their own 6. Fallon once again up under center. Got 2 men out wide, 2-back set. Fallon pitches out to Danaher. Danaher over the left side of the line. Danaher picking up fair yardage, brings it out across the 10-yard line.
Looked like about 3 or 4 maybe. Well, I'll tell you what, them stairs, did they add more stairs to this stadium?
Well, I don't know. Maybe they wanted a few more season tickets or so. Do you have a tough time coming up the stairs?
Ooh, man. Gets further every year. I can't understand that.
Well, we've got Fallon up again, once under center. 2 men out wide, 2-back set.
All right.
Pitch over the right-hand side to Danaher. There's what we're used to seeing.
Nice block. Fallon. I'm telling you, Fallon made a great
West
block.
is coming down the field. Kings.
Oh, whoa! What a block! He made 2.
That is a fabulous
Good
block,
God
and there
Almighty.
goes West.
Travis Fallon, I'm going to tell you something. Wes, go pat Travis Fallon on the butt because he did a hell of a job. He blocked the man at the line of scrimmage. He come down here 35 yards downfield and gets him another one. What a job. What a job.
That was absolutely fantastic. I believe number 20 for the Wildcats, Jesse Foreman, made a heck of a block down there as well. Well, let's just go ahead and put the credit this way. There was a whole lot of people out there that made...
They did a Calallen Wildcat job there. They did a Calallen Wildcat job.
I think after all these players over here on the Wildcats losing a little bit of their tail end after it was chewed off at halftime probably.
Yeah.
Well, we got a little fire going. Got a ball loose. He just may make it if he... Nope. This is one of the biggest things that can come back to haunt you right here, though. Miss an extra point attempt.
Yeah, but I tell you what, let's don't take anything away from that. That was a great job a minute ago by a good football team. We're not great yet, but I tell you what, this is just the beginning of the second half of the first game of this season.
Well, I'll tell you what, more than one of these coaches down here on this Calallen staff have told me, they don't peak until district runs around. But I guarantee you, there's a lot of teams out there that are playing tonight that this is their peak.
Oh yeah, well,
just the way that they train.
That's right.
That doesn't do you a whole lot of good.
No, Calallen's always, Calallen's notorious. I tell you what, I remember back in '91, whenever Calallen had one of their better teams ever, and they lost the opener to Ray in a heartbreaker, and ended up going 9-1. They should have been 10-0, and could have been 10-0 if they'd have come out and played. But they just forgot to play the first ball game, like we kind of forgot to play the first half tonight. But I tell you what, that was a Calallen play. That one play, that was great. I'm telling you, see people laying people out like that. So see your quarterback make a block 35 yards downfield after he made a block at the point of attack is absolutely great.
Well, we had linemen down the field. We had, just incredible effort by people. Calallen to kick off the ball again, 10:58 left in the third quarter of play. Score 13-0. Last drive taking 1 minute and 2 seconds to play. Calallen lining up in a staggered line.
Whatever King's coach told them at halftime probably just went right through the bottom of their drawers.
Yep. Caught up short by King. Receiving for King on that play is Hector DeLeon. Hector DeLeon brings it back out to, I'm going to say from right here, the 24-yard line.
David Barrina down there. We got Jimmy Favor down there. Ooh, I'll tell you what, there's lots of folks. Andy Autry.
Tell you what, Barrina is another one of those. It'll put a hit on you too, coming down the field like that.
David will play. I'll tell you what, David will bring it with him. And leave it out there too. Uh-oh. Now, you see, now we're playing Calallen football. We got us a penalty there, but I'm going to tell you something. I'm not sad to see that. That's what I like to see right there. By golly, we're playing Calallen football. Now, we probably hit somebody late. That's okay.
Once or twice.
You know, I'd rather have a kid hit somebody late than stand around and take tickets.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Well, instead of starting off from the 24-yard line, King's going to get the ball at Calallen's 39. Fairly good position. Joey Treat under center. I formation. 2 men out left, sends a man in motion right. That's what I was trying to say. Comes back, late handoff draw to the fullback. Hit right behind the line, ends up
pursuit. There's some pursuit, I guarantee you. We're playing a little better ball now.
Time up a little bit at the line, let them take a step or two, and let the rest of the line show right up. This is going to leave us with about second and short 8 yards. Center coming up. Calallen showing a little better there on defense. Tree back once again under center. I formation behind him. Man split wide to either side. Man in motion coming near side to our left. Tree takes a snap, pitches the ball out to the fullback. He's running over the right side and met immediately.
I love it. Jesse Foreman, I love it. See, now that's Calallen football there. I mean, that kid isn't even in the play, but he's standing up, ain't he?
That's exactly right. The whistle never blew. Hit somebody.
That's right.
You know, I don't care if the guy's 50 yards away from the guy with the ball. If the whistle has not blown, lay him out.
Now we're playing Calallen football. This is the real Wildcats. I don't know, who was that in the first half?
We need to come out with some kind of hitting award for the game.
Yeah, well, I tell you what, that's a tough call. But me and Jones did it every once in a while. We'd call the hit of the game or the play of the game or I forgot what we called it now. Heck, it was last year or 2 years ago or something like that.
That's a long time ago.
But that's when the Calallen Wildcats wooded people. I mean, so far I haven't seen these guys wood anybody. I'm talking about wood now, guys. I'm talking about stretching them out.
Well, with 4th and 7, King back to punt once again.
Dickey's
Punt
going to
comes
run
back.
this one now.
Dickey's got the ball, brings it off to his right. Calallen sets up the wall, 1 man through, dodges out of 1 tackle, 2nd man meets and brings him down at the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, if it wasn't for that first man, I think Dickey could have got some speed up, whipped it around to the outside, and...
Okay, Jesse, way to go. Now we're talking Calallen football now. Jesse Foreman's into the game. Here we go. I tell you what, Jesse, you need to talk to some of your guys. Jesse's into the game. He's ready to play.
Jesse needs to get over here on the sidelines and grab a hold of some of his teammates' face mask and do some of that old-fashioned yelling. And
he's ready to play, I guarantee you.
Calallen's second possession of the third quarter, score 13-0. 9 minutes, 12 seconds left before we go into the fourth quarter of play. Fallon once again sets up under center, 2-back set, 2 men out wide either side. Fallon on a long snap count, Pitches out to Danaher to the left side. Danaher needing to stretch it out wide. Comes down, picks up, I'd say about 6 yards on that play there.
Well, they never tackled him. They made him step out of bounds, but
I'll tell you what, there wasn't a... Well, once again, that's on the far side of the field. We got a bad seat in the house for that. But it didn't look like there was a whole lot of daylight there, first of all. It looked like the defensive, or the Ripper actually coming down off that King defense. Got tied up with the blocker first. West had to go around him and ended up way outside. Well, we got Fallon setting up under center. 2-back set to the right. 2 men out wide either side. Fallon calling signals. King showing the split defense. Fallon reaches back to pass into the flat.
oh, Timmy, I guarantee you, Timmy was one step away from getting away. He was one step away from getting away. He got the first down. There's a flag on the play.
I think we're going to see a holding call probably.
Not
Timmy,
from out here. Not from out here.
I don't know.
Won't be a holding call.
Nope. Timmy Harkins knew it was against the Wildcats right away. You can see him walking back to the huddle, slapping the...
Well, it might have been Timmy that moved his feet. I saw that a minute ago when Timmy split wide left. He moved his feet just before the snap of the ball. You know, he changed from his right foot to his left foot, or left foot to his right foot. I wasn't really paying that much attention, but I know he switched his feet. And that might have been what he did that time.
Regardless,
whatever it is, I'm betting he's hearing about it on the sidelines right now.
Scratch that one off the records right there. We've got 2nd and 8. Calallen coming up to the ball once again. 2 men go out wide. Fallon sets up under center. 2-back set. Hand off to Danaher, left-hand side.
Man.
Danaher met right at the line of scrimmage by... There's absolutely nobody blocking there. Just call it like that.
They are. I mean, I hate to disagree, but I mean, the King's coming. I mean, we just can't block that many people with as few people as we have, at the point of attack. It's a numbers game, and we just can't block that many people. They're shooting across. When we pull a guard, they're running that linebacker in, and we just can't block that many people. It's a numbers game. We'll break one in a minute. When they don't guess right, we'll break one for a long ways.
Well, it's going to make
We've run into it for a lot of years.
3rd and 8. King lined up in split defense. Calallen sends 2 men out wide again. 2-back set. Hands off to Danaher up the middle. Danaher pops it outside once again. He's got 1 man to beat. Gets grabbed.
I rest my case
down
right there. They didn't guess right that time, and we made 18, 20 yards. See, it's a numbers game, and when they guess right, we look ugly, and when they guess wrong, we look real good.
It's one of those things shooting the gaps will do for you.
That's exactly right. That's it. But that's how you have to play Calallen. You look good for a minute, and then you look real bad.
Well, that didn't look bad enough, because Calallen's got 1st and 10 from the King 47-yard line rather. Once again, got 2 men out wide, 2-back set. Fallon keeps over the left-hand side of the line, picks up about 5 yards.
That's a great job. That's a great job, Corkle. I'm going to tell you something. Corkle's 15 yards downfield, still have contact with his man, still driving him back. That's a great job, Craig.
I'll tell you what, I was going to comment on that too. Corkle gets his block, guy comes down, picks up his man. He goes back out and hits somebody else. That's what you've got to have to break those plays like that. Well, here's what we've got. We've got 2nd and 5. 6.5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Fallon setting up under center. Same formation. 2 men out wide, 2-back set. Fallon fakes a handoff to Danaher over the right side, keeps it himself. Runs up, and he's going to be close to the 1st down. I learned the first half of this game not even to second guess those officials. Heck, I'd say one thing, next thing you know, they're back 2 yards.
Monroe had a good block pulling in. He was a little late getting there. I'm not jumping on you now, Robert. This isn't Coach Clyburn. It looked like Coach Clyburn might be jumping on him a little bit. He was a little late getting there, but once he got there, he made a good block.
Calallen breaks the huddle, comes up to the line. King lined up in the split defense once again. Calallen. Blanker comes in motion to the right. Andy Autry, I believe that's who it is.
Oh, there's some power. I'm going to tell you something. That was a line surge there. that was coming off the ball. Fellas, y'all watch this in the film. Watch this play. That is coming off the ball. Now that's Calallen football right there.
That's what you call 3 and 4 yards in a cloud of dust.
Baby doll. They came off the ball there. That was just straight base blocking. Let's go. The freight train is coming through.
6 yards picked up on that play. It's going to leave us with 2nd down and a long 4. Fallon sets up under 2 tights. Man in motion to the near side. Hands off. West fumbles. Picked up by King. He's gone. If the Fallon can catch him. It's like King's.
I'll tell you what, they hit Fallon from behind. They hit Fallon from behind. They didn't call it. They didn't call it.
And the referee himself was right there next to that play.
I guarantee you, that's pretty bad.
And Fallon ends up on the ground. I cannot see how that was not called. I'm going to have to go on this one. I just come up. I mean, I'm dead serious. My referee tonight's Dickie Person. He just, I don't know what he was looking at.
Earlier, when Fallon first gave chase, they took a shot at his ankles from behind. Later on down the field, they hit him again. But I mean, they hit him from behind early in that play. That's a bad situation, but that's okay. I guarantee you, I'm glad to see it happen. I want to see Calallen play a close ball game tonight, and because we got some maturing to do, and I want to see Calallen start playing Calallen football. Maybe this will piss them off a little bit.
I think that's really what they need. I'll tell you what, after some of these kicks,
get mad.
I don't think there we got a breeze shot of. We got 4:56 left. King scoring the first touchdown of their season in the 3rd quarter, 4:56 left. But that crane right there, I'll tell you what, after all these extra point kicks, those guys are dodging balls up there in that in that pod. Sitting up there, taking the videotape from the end zone.
Well, first of all, and I don't know who's up there, but they have all the respect I can give them. I mean, that's more than 3 feet off the ground, isn't it?
That's a lot more than 3 feet off
Okay,
the
then
ground.
that's way higher than I want it to be. You know.
But I'll tell you what, that's pretty bad. And the ball comes zooming by you. You don't have far to go.
Well, you don't have anywhere to go. I mean, that's a little bitty spot up there.
Well, they've got that long cord dangling down out of there. Maybe that's a little escape route. Little Geronimo line running for them. Well, we'll get back to the ball game.
You'd have a hard time getting my butt on that cord now. I mean, there'd have to be something serious happening for me to get on that cord.
Well, I'll tell you honestly, I don't think that cord would hold my butt. So I'm going to stay away from that cord. I'll just sit right up here and stay away from the crane altogether. 4:56 left to play. Well,
come on, Calallen, let's go. Now let's keep playing Calallen football.
Calallen to receive this ball twice in 1 quarter. Back to receive, we've got 20, Jesse Foreman. Man who made some impressive blocks, probably get a chance to receive, and the ball's coming straight back for him. Foreman takes the ball right at the goal line, maybe a little inside, and he's got King defenders all on him. He gets the ball right back out to the 20-yard line. I'm still going to say that was not a bad run by Foreman there. He had to make something out of like pretty dire straits there.
We had it set up over here. We were a little late getting to it. I mean, it's set up a little early, or we were a little late getting to it. One of the two. But I tell you what, there was a crease there. If we could have got to it, we didn't quite get to it.
That's got to be that maturity factor. You know, it's still that's new to a lot of these guys. It's not something that you do, all the time. And just Foreman coming out of the game.
Uh-oh, we're tight now. Boy, I tell you what, we are in there tight. I look for something wide here.
Andrew Autry comes in motion, Fallon set up under center.
Well,
he picks a block outside.
Well, what are we doing that tight if we're going to run off tackle? I just, you usually try to get you a little extra split or something like that, but we were in tight. I mean, we were almost toe-to-toe.
Gain of about 3 on that play is going to leave 2nd and 7 for Calallen. Tell you what, Calallen just needs a big, long drive to wear down King. A couple of big plays mixed in. Calallen takes the ball under center, 2 men out wide. Takes the handoff to Wes inside. That says something about Wes right there. They blow the whistle and he's still standing up.
Yeah,
He stopped, but he's not down.
Man, number 21 had his hands all over the ball trying to jerk it away from Wes. Wes ain't giving that ball up, no. I mean, he ain't, you can't have it. It belongs to him.
Pickup of about 4 on this play.
I believe we've got them tight enough to run that tight end dump. Boy, I tell you what, that is, I mean, I've never seen a team set up so much for a tight end dump as this one is.
Well, here we go. King looks like they're going to move some men up to the line on this play. They're going nose tough. That's where they bring one of the linebackers down and put him up straight on the nose. Give an odd front. Hand off to Woody Chambers. Woody Chambers going over the left, and he got
wooded.
hammered.
Yeah, he got wooded.
I tell you what, Woody.
Craig was out there. Corkle was out there doing a job, but I tell you what, they was just again, it's a numbers game.
Yep.
Craig can't do it out there. Well, he can't block 3 people by himself.
I tell you what, there's 4th and inches on this play.
We're going for it.
Got to.
I'll tell you that right now. Well, we don't got to.
I tell you what, I have learned that's Calallen football there.
99% of the coaches in this state would not go for this 4th down. But I'm going to tell you something. Calallen at home, with the confidence Phil Danaher has in his kids, and I do mean his kids, and he'll lay it on them. I mean, I'm telling you that right now. He'll tell them, by golly, this is your game. Let's go get it. But he'll show the confidence in these kids right now.
I tell you what, plays like this right here.
29-yard line.
Plays like this right here. You've got about 4th and 4 inches. This is where you find out what your team is made of.
Well,
this is where you find out who's going to play ball.
It's full sitting on the 29. It's 4th and a yard. I mean, I agree with you. It was supposed to be closer than that, but they've got it back on the 29. It's almost a full yard. But this is some confidence in your players right here.
Here we go. Nose tough showing out of the split defense by King again. Hand off to Wes Danaher, and he's out across the 30.
First down. Congratulations,
That's gotta be a
guys.
first down.
And I'm going to say this. Congratulations, Phil. That's a great job of showing the confidence that you have in those kids, and they'll pay you back for it later. I promise you that.
That play there over the right side is one of the favorite plays of Calallen that you'll see him run all the time. And I'll tell you what, later on in the season, when the offensive line gets all their blocking down pat and they can do it in their sleep, that is going to be one of the most potent plays. Calallen stepping up to the line once again. 2 men out wide either side. Fallon under center, 2-back set. Chambers and Danaher in the backfield. Fallon taking a long snap count. Regular split defense. Shuffle out to Danaher over the right-hand side. Danaher.
This is as early as I have ever seen double meat and cheese. I have never seen it this early in the season. We've never run it, I don't believe, in the first game of the season. But we had Big Gabe and Yuri over on the same side that time, and we ran to it, and you saw the results. But this is the first time I've ever seen double meat and cheese in the first ball game of the year.
Pickup of a little over 15 on that play. What the heck? Get him 17 yards.
We got it again. Double meat and cheese to the right.
We go. Gets down. 2-back set. 2 men wide out to either side. Regular split defense.
And we go with it
exact
again.
play to Chambers. And
Double
Chambers
meat.
breaks it. You got 1 man who's going to rustle him outside and then bring him down. I tell you what, that's
2 plays in a row. We've run double meat and cheese to the right side, and what have we picked up? 30 yards in 2 plays.
Exactly.
I tell you what, and again, this is a tribute to the Calallen program. I mean, this is not something that you just accidentally happens. You have to work on this stuff, and they hadn't had that much time to work on it. You move a tackle over, and partner, you've done a job in the first little bit of the season.
Exactly. Well, we've got timeout called by King. I think we ought to pause 2 minutes for a commercial break.
I don't know what.
Do we have any commercials?
Well, that's my singing deal.
Tell you what, talking about double meat and cheese, that's getting my stomach rumbling. Well, I would really, really like to be in that huddle on the far side of the field.
Well, they got to be happy now. Calallen's playing some ball now, and we're opening up a little bit. We're running tackle overs, and we still hadn't run a play that we have set up. I tell you what, 38 and 39 has been, 38 and 39 helps open up the middle too, and we hadn't run that a whole lot. course, I understand we're trying to keep the ball out of Fallon's hands. Maybe he's a little bit beat up. We want that finger or that thumb. That's a finger to me, but proper nomenclature is a thumb. We want it to heal before we put him in the real line of fire. I can only suppose that's why he's not playing safety tonight.
I'll tell you what, I guarantee you Kane. You know, I cannot say that word tonight for some reason. It's King. I'm on right up here in front of me. I've got this big window. I'm on a tape right up here. K-I-N-G. And by the time I get it, the game will be over. Well, Calallen's got 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line with 1:55 left in the third quarter. Score 13-7. Two-back set. Hand off to Danaher right over the middle.
That zero trap looked like to me. I tell you what, there was a little hole there too. That was good.
Mm-hmm.
But I tell you what, I sometimes, Quentin, I have trouble with words like is and of and a.
I'll tell you what, I think everybody down here, you're running that little Jeff Foxworthy-isms. You've got a... Did you eat yet? No. You want to? You want to?
All
right. We're back. Let's get back to football here. Calallen coming up to the ball. Minute 14 left on the clock in the fourth quarter. Two-back set. Flanker back left, comes in motion near side. Man split out right.
There we go.
Fakes the Danaher, comes over the right side.
I tell you what, is this microphone hooked into the... Wait a minute, is this microphone hooked into the sidelines? Because there was 38. What did I just get through saying? 38 and 9 will open up that middle.
I tell you what, stretched him out. I tell you what, that just goes to show, I've got to say something about the backfield of Calallen. Danaher's gotten a lot of celebration here, but we've got to give credit, to Chambers back there, to Fallon himself. I tell you what, they're all hard runners.
I mean, the offensive line doing a great job. Here we go, double meat and cheese to the right. Here we go.
Got it to the right. Two men back set in the backfield. Split. Andy Autry comes in motion, the right-hand side.
And
Fallon keeps it once again.
Yep, there we go.
Well, he's not going to get quite as far this.
There we go. See, I've been doing this for years, Quentin. I know that this microphone is hooked up to the sidelines because I've been getting Danaher through for the last 11 years now. I have been getting Danaher through these seasons, and I know he won't admit it, and he won't give me no credit, but I know that this microphone is hooked up to a special earphone or something like that because he knows if I say something up here, it'll work.
Well, that's stranger things have happened. Fallon under center once again. Motion comes to the right-hand side.
Oh, there
hand off to Danaher. He's in there, wide open.
I tell you what, when the only mystery about that was he going to fumble the handoff? Because if he don't fumble the handoff, it's 6. That's a great job there.
I'll tell you what, I could have ran through that hole.
Well,
that was such a good block. Anyway, bring Slusher on to kick the extra point. Or do you go for 2 and try to even it up to 21?
Well, I tell you what, I run double meat and cheese, and I go for 2. They ain't stopped
like
it for less than 3 yards yet.
Well, I tell you what, I think that's
and you can run 38 out of it. You can run. It doesn't matter what you run out of it. Let's just, let's go.
Tell you what, I believe that's what we're going to see.
I tell you what I might do though. I might run double meat and cheese to the left.
Yeah, because they're probably expecting it to the right-hand side. But regardless, at the end of this play, it's going to bring us into the fourth quarter of play. Glad to see Calallen open it up a little bit. Hated to see King score. But I guess every now and then they even have to.
Well, they never had to. Their offense hasn't scored yet. Our defense has still not given up a point. And I want to make that perfectly clear.
Yeah. Looks like we're not going to have any attempt at the extra point field goal try. Go straight for 2. I'll tell you what, I loved it when they put this into high school football, the 2-point conversion.
Well, we did run double meat and cheese. I'm telling you, this microphone is hooked up to the sidelines.
Got man in motion the right side, 2 back set.
Oh, what a hole. What a hole. That could have gone for 99. We ran double meat and cheese 38.
Well, we've got a flag on the play.
Well, yeah, they're gonna jump on us.
You know, I'd back it up and run it again. We've got a man down for Calallen. Looks like the way they're working on him, though, it's early season cramps. Didn't get his phosphorus this morning.
Yeah. Well,
Let's hope that's all it is.
He needs to eat him some nanners and some pasta. He'll be all right. All right.
Anyway, we go for another station identification here. One of the... We are the Calallen Wildcat Video Network.
Yeah, that is sometimes edited beyond recognition. That was Jesse Foreman. I tell you what, Jesse's been giving it up out there.
He did. If all it was cramps, and Foreman deserves to have it out there.
I mean, that's all it was. But I mean, he's been giving it up out there, and that's.
Well, you're going to see that in this. Well, I say that you're going to see that this time of the season. You're going to see.
This is the last year Jesse will have this uniform on. You know, I mean, it's time for him to give it up. He'll never wear the maroon and silver again. This is it.
Go. Fallon comes up to the line, still going for 2 from 7 yards out. Man in motion, left-hand side. Danaher, single setback, 2 men out wide. Goes to the air and underthrows.
Yeah, well, he got nailed. I'll tell you what, he got nailed from the backside. See, we ran double meat and cheese that time, which left us short-sighted over on the left, and they came, brother.
Calallen coming back to the sidelines before they kick the ball off again. And it's going to start the 4th quarter of play.
Look at them haircuts on Wes and Travis, Woody.
Pretty short, isn't it?
I think they go to the same barber I do.
You see, myself, I need to get to the old barber. Hadn't been there.
Yeah, you're getting a little shaggy. I was going to tell you something about that. If we're going to do this thing together, you're going to have to straighten
Well, see,
up.
I've got my grandmother that cuts my hair. When I was about 12 years old or so, she gave me a haircut like yours, and she said she'd never do it again.
What, you got an ugly head or what?
I guess so. I don't know. Maybe there's something back there I don't know about. I don't know, maybe little horns coming up back there, but I can't feel nothing through my hair right now. Heck, I'm losing it anyway,
Looks like
so it won't
John
matter too
Urey
much
might
longer.
be having a little cramp problem down there too.
Well, that's good. He's over on the sideline stretching it out right
Yeah.
now. That's the best thing to do before you get back in there.
John worked hard this summer. I tell you what, John's a pleasant surprise. Not necessarily surprised, it's just because he was injured last year and he came back strong. I'm glad to see that.
Doesn't Yuri just sound like a lineman name?
Oh, yeah.
Yuri.
Ooh.
Here we go. The kickoff, start the 4th quarter. It's a high kickoff. It's going to be taken short up there by Randy Cantu.
What a job.
Covered
I'm telling
immediately.
you, what a job by Jimmy Favor. I'm telling you that he never even slowed down. He was full speed when they kicked the ball, and nobody touched him. I don't think anybody ever saw him.
I tell you got to give a lot of credit to the special teams there on that one. They just came
I'll tell
out.
you what, that's a job by Jimmy. Even Coach Danaher goes over and slaps his hand, gives him a high five. That's a tough little kid right there with Jimmy Favor. His brother played up here, was a good center for Calallen.
Got King coming up to the line, 1st and 10 from about the 18-yard line. Joey Treat steps up under center, single setback, throws to the flats. Oh!
I think Timmy might have had that ball. That's a great job by Rusty Edwards, but I believe Timmy had 6.
Yeah?
I'm going to tell you, and I believe they're talking about it right now. They're talking about it right now. Because Timmy was just fixing to step up. That was a great job by Rusty Edwards and a great position by Tim Harkins. He was gonna get that ball. Of course, now Rusty ain't got them peepers in the back of that helmet. He don't know what's happening back there. He just got to do his job.
Here we go once again. Treat up under center, single setback, 2 men out wide, tight end right hand side. Steps up, takes a look around, reads Calallen defense. Taking a long snap
How
count.
long are they gonna give him?
Here we go. Comes over the right hand side.
Yeah, well, he ain't gonna like that.
That was good execution by the Calallen defense.
I tell you what, Travis Fallon was headed for the pitch man. He was hoping they would pitch that ball because Travis is either going to pick it off or he's going to wood somebody.
Tell you what,
send somebody across the middle now and see how they like it.
This is going to leave us with third and just about 6 yards to go for the first down.
Of course, they didn't like it too much when Jesse was in there either.
No, sure didn't. I formation, twins right. Treat steps up under center, looks off to the left-hand side. Drops back to pass. Got a man in the flats.
Oh, there it is. I knew Timmy was going to wood somebody before the game was over. He'd been wanting to. Yomp to. And he did.
I'll tell you what, Jarrett Bryan was the intended receiver on that play, and even if Byram would have came down with that ball, he wouldn't have enjoyed that catch.
No, Timmy was going to wood him.
Timmy had a full head of steam headed up for him. Got an official timeout.
I know that Tim probably doesn't appreciate that much. He's a senior now, but he's been Timmy to me for a lot of years.
Tell you what, being around the coach and all, they call him Timmy as well.
Yeah, well, I hope so.
I'm not sure what happened there. We had Sean Wilson leaving the field under his own power.
He forgot he was hurt.
Oh, here we go. Maybe a big break for Calallen.
2 points.
Well, they get 21 somehow.
Well, there's that extra point we missed.
I tell you what, come track season, I think they ought to give King ought to give their deep snapper a shot put or a javelin in that hand after that. I mean, man alive, that was a 20 or almost a 35-yard snap in the air.
He did a job.
Give the boy credit for that. He can snap the ball. Let's chalk him down for our long snap of the night award.
There you go.
Anyway, we've got a player conference down here at midfield for Calallen discussing what they're going to do.
Well, we're going to see where the King's going to pump the ball or kick it off. Usually teams opt to punt because they can keep the ball in the air and get better coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Which means that King will probably opt to kick off.
Well, we've got 10 minutes 59, almost at 10 minutes and 59 minutes left. That would have been that'd been a heck of a game there. Well, we've got to
play golf at 7 o'clock in the morning now.
We've got 10:59 left in the fourth quarter here.
See, what did I tell you? Most of the time, teams opt to punt.
Is that phone for you?
No, I think it's for Ruth.
No.
That's Ruth Cochran Escamilla over there. She's getting an update on the scores. Probably telling us that Too Slow Mudway is beating Miller.
Here we go with the kickoff. Back to receive.
Well,
coming back, got a wedge set up.
Boy, that was nice. That was nice. Jesse kind of waited around for that seam to fill, and then he hit it. One player got in the way though.
I'll tell you what, Jesse's done a good job all the way around tonight. You really got to commend that guy.
For those seniors, light comes on.
That's what they're waiting for in a lot of these players. Got those little lights to come on. Calallen coming up under center once again. King lined up in their split defense. 2 setback. Flanker back to the near side. Hands off to Woody Chambers.
We ran away from the double meat and cheese that time. We had double meat and cheese to the right, and we came back to the left, made 9 fresh yards on it. We caught them shifting a little bit, evidently.
Well, I noticed King just hadn't really stuck to their game tonight. They've been trying to make the adjustments for what, what they think. Yeah, exactly, what Calallen's going to do.
Like I said earlier, when it works, it looks good, and when it doesn't work, you make yards. But they are shifting to that double meat and cheese now, so we come back to the short side and pick up 9 yards. Well, here we go again. We got double meat and cheese to the right.
We've got 2nd and 1. Fallon lines up under center.
They didn't shift this time.
2 men split out wide.
And they chose wrong, because here we come. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, we got a flag down on the play.
Now, I'll tell you what. Now he's going to, let's keep it close. What's up, Mark?
I think they might have.
Keep it close. Yeah, the referee's going to call holding from behind. I tell you what, that's an awful call. That's what you have an umpire for. That guy's not supposed to make that call. I think he called Baby Gabe for it.
Yeah, I believe that's who it was. Like, we can say this, we're in Calallen. That wasn't holding. That was just such a great block that it looked like holding.
Yep.
That momentum.
Well, the king of the holders is right down there in the stands right now in a red shirt. He held on every play that he ever played in his life.
Holding's the best thing in the world to do if you don't get caught. I'll tell you what, the best thing was when they changed the rules around with the offensive linemen, could use their hands. Because it turned holding into a fine art. Well, that's going to change the situation we have a little bit. It's 2nd and 9.
Well, it probably won't change it much. We'll stay with our game plan.
Just don't.
We'll do what we do best. That's run the football. Unless Phil's in his practice mode now. Well, we're not going to run double meat and cheese this time. We're going to come out in a straight set.
2 back set, man split out wide. Chambers goes in motion, pitch out to Danaher the outside. He's got 1 man to get around, and he's not quite going to make it, but still manages to pick up about 3 yards. Looked like Chambers had the guy blocked.
Well,
a little slow developing there on the play.
We ran to their strong side for some reason they were strong to our bench. I mean, now that just might be a good job on their part to be strong to our bench rather than strong to our tight end.
We've got 3rd and 7 yards to go. Fallon lines up under center. Looks like there's your double meat and cheese once again to this side.
No.
No?
No. It was a straight set.
Well, I was looking at the wrong thing then. It's going to leave us anyway with 4th and a long 4 yards to go. Just inside the 40-yard line of King. Actually, just inside the 39. Calallen going for the first down.
Now we're going to go double meat and cheese to the right.
2 men in the backfield. Andy Autry in motion far to the far side. Split out right. Fallon keeps the ball himself. Goes for it. Has the first down. Has daylight.
Score, that's all.
He's going.
Double meat and cheese 38. Let's go. Bueno bye. Untouched.
Well, that's going to pump it up there just a little bit more. 8-0.
Tell you what, that's tough when you run double meat and cheese over there and then put your Z-back in motion and kick out with him. You post and powering with your double meat and cheese and kicking out with your Z-back. It's hard to stop that guy.
Go King adjusting the possible swinging gate. Calallen comes back by. 27-7. Calallen with the extra point pending. Comes back. Slusher puts it up and through. It's going to make it 28-7 with 8:03 left in the 4th quarter. Like you said, Cliff, I think Calallen showed up. Calallen showed up the second half of the ball game here.
Yeah, they came out. They're playing. I tell you the honest truth, though, it's still not really Calallen football. It was for a few minutes. they're executing better, which is Calallen football, but we still ain't wooding nobody. I mean, I want to see people stretched out. You know, you got to wood people. You got to gain some respect. A lot of these kids, and especially because we're young, we're so young that a lot of these kids think that when you walk out in a Calallen uniform, people's going to respect you. And that's not necessarily true. When you walk out in a Calallen uniform, you're going to face the best people have. They're going to give an extra effort to try to beat you, and you better be ready to play.
That's right, a lot of good coaches. You know, but there are some teams that will just lay down for you, but you're not going to find many at all.
We try not to get any of those on our schedule. Now, some of them we have to play because they're district games. Rockport. I didn't say that.
Poor old Rockport. They don't know what hit them when they hit in 4A. Anyway, Calallen lines up to kick the ball again. Once again, Randy Cantu back deep to receive. Now, Cantu's moved up once again. He's about the 5-yard line. Earlier tonight, he was...
Watch Jimmy.
He had moved back.
I tell you what, he is full speed ahead. I tell you, the guy that's supposed to block him, he never even hardly sees him. He doesn't turn around in time to see him.
Uh-oh. There we go. He's out of bounds.
Jimmy's got such a head of steam up that the guy that's supposed to block him, by the time he turns around, Jimmy's already by him.
This Hector De Leon receiving the ball down there on about the 3, a fairly decent return. For just a second, he saw a crack of daylight, but Calallen was quick to recover. A return of about 31 yards, how it's going to go down. Well, I'm sorry, 31 yards. I'm looking at the wrong side of the 30 here. A return of about, actually 26 yards. And that's going to leave King with 1st and 10 to go from the 28-yard line, just inside the 28-yard line. Calallen breaks a defensive huddle.
Well, they moved Bradley out from a nose out to a 5.
Well, they're going to be switching that TNT around just a little bit in there. Single setback for King. Treat under center. Fakes it. Well, we've got whistles on the play, holding it up. Somebody jumped. Well, they're going to be switching around that TNT, the little tackle and nose combination in there a little bit.
They moved Luis Espinoza in at nose. They give him Baby Gabe a rest. Move Bradley out to the right 5.
That's part of the idea in there. Plus, also to get some of those younger guys a little work in there in different places. And I'll tell you what, that mixes it up on the offense a little bit, because if you're one guy on the offensive line there, most of them tend to get used to blocking one guy and his techniques. Well, we got yardage 5 yards marked off against King. Once again, Treat up under center, single setback. 2 men out to the left-hand side. He's looking left to pass. Ball's up. I believe it might have been tipped at the line of scrimmage, but it's still a complete pass, about a 10-yard completion. He's going to leave him with 2nd down and a short 5 yards. Actually, yeah, about a short 5 yards in that. Not quite 4, not quite 5. Got King coming up to the line once again. Treat looking over to his sidelines under center. 1-man setback, 2 men out to the right. He's looking left to pass.
Michael
He keeps the ball himself.
Michael almost had him. Now, I tell you what, Big Michael Thingley went up after the block and kind of got out of position, but I tell you what, he's put a good pass rush on that time.
I tell you what, but it seems like the pocket closed down, but there was a wide open gap right there in the middle.
Well, that's the way it's supposed to work. You know, well, that's the way it works on paper. Supposed to have a nose in there that's going to. I think Lewis got caught a little bit outside on his pass rush.
We've got 1st and 10 from the 47-yard line. King's own 47-yard line. Treat lines up under center, looking back over to the sideline. Single back set, 2 men off to the left side. Calallen showing a regular 50 defense. Treat takes a snap, hands off up the middle to his fullback, and he makes a good, strong run for about a 7-yard gain.
Tell you what, their center's doing a job.
I'll tell you what, the defense just didn't get a lot of fire off the line there.
Well, their center did a job that time.
It's going to leave us with about 2nd and 4 yards to go for the first down. King coming up in the same formation. 2 men out wide left, 1 near side. Send the men in motion near side, single setback.
Okay.
Makes the handoff, looking for a pass up the middle. Got an interception.
Jarrett, big Jarrett.
We've got a flag down, and Jarrett brings.
Well, I think Jesse might have hit somebody. Jesse was looking for the flag. Jesse was kind of, oh, here goes Jarrett.
I hope
think it's
this
all
doesn't
coming back. That's a great effort on Jarrett Irwin's part. And I think it's all coming back. I think Jesse hit somebody from behind, but I'm not sure.
Well, whatever it is, Calallen should retain possession of the ball because the flag didn't fly till afterwards.
It's going to take away a great effort by Jarrett Irwin. That's a great job. He was in that hook zone. He was in great shape. No, he picked the flag up. Jarrett Irwin's getting him a nice hand as he comes to the sidelines, and well deserved. I mean, he did a great job there. A great job.
I'll tell you what, that was a fantastic return on that too. I thought he was down over on the side.
What are we going to do? He picked the damn flag up. Now, how can he walk back and say, well, I think it was right about here. Holding against them. Oh, interference against us. Nothing counted.
You know, that flag came a good time after that interception. I'm going to have to disagree with that. I think Phil needs to get out there and have that same conversation he had with the official in the first half. Remember when you told him how to look at the number of people?
Well, I never saw the first flag. I only saw the flag that came after the interception. And how you can call interference after an interception, because the flag definitely came after the interception. If this was a closer ball game, I believe Phil would be out there wondering what in the world's going on. Well, Gabe's explaining it to the ref. Yep, get in his face, Gabe. We like that. Go ahead. Slap him if you want.
Tell him how it is.
Yeah. Looks like Dickey's taking a few snaps.
Dickey's a good all-around player. Got to say that about him.
He's a good,
Bringing his
good
name
kid,
up.
good athlete. Holding.
Okay, you said that.
That's
Decline.
Holding against us. Okay, it was holding. They called holding after the interception. Okay, that's, I guess. Wait a minute, I still don't understand. If they held, what a mess. They're going to penalize that and then turn around. I thought we declined that. Why did they penalize from right there? I'll tell you what, these people do not know what they're doing. They are completely lost. First of all, this goofball runs over and picks up a flag from the spot of the foul. So
I think that was a foul that was... Well, anyway, Calallen has the ball.
Yeah.
1st and 10. Glory, hallelujah.
And Wes has got a hold. Oh, man, Robert, come on. You don't ever turn your butt to downfield. Come on.
Well, we had Woody Chambers on the carry there.
Woof.
Ended up picked up about long 3 yards. Gonna leave 2nd and long 7.
I think we've hit a fourth quarter mode here that with a 28-7 lead that we're going to rest a minute.
5-minute mark passing in the fourth quarter of play.
This is not when Calallen rests. This is when Calallen goes ahead and finishes you off. Okay, go Dickey.
Dickey keeps the ball, runs up,
there's a
and
lick.
takes the first down.
Tell you what, King hadn't quit playing.
No, they sure haven't. And I don't think you're going to see that tonight. Well, I say that now. Everything else I've said tonight's went the other way, so...
I tell you what, it's nice to see more than 35 or 40 people on the other sideline, you know, in the other stands too. 35 or 40 is what we usually get from the visiting teams.
Well, King coming out this year has got a lot of high hopes. A lot, you know. They kind of make a T-shirt for everything over there in King. I mean, seems like. Well, I'm not gonna say what I was just gonna say, but you know, anything happens over there at King, they have a day that goes by without a car being stolen out of the parking lot. They make a T-shirt about it, and one of the T-shirts that they made this year was "We won it 10 times more than you," referring to the 10 games that they lost last season. We got another penalty. He's going to bring it back. We got 2nd and 10 to go. Clock's rolling. 4:41 left.
There's
Chambers
Woody
on the carry. And I like the way that boy runs.
Yeah,
Runs hard, high knees.
Woody will give you all he's got. There's no doubt about that. He will never shortchange you.
It's going to leave us 3rd and 6 from midfield, just in Wildcat territory at midfield. Well, here we go again. I say midfield first, and they keep moving the ball back inch by inch. Calallen's got it at the 49. 2-man backfield. Man in motion, near side. Dickey keeps the ball. He's got a man coming hard. He's got one open.
Nailed. I'll tell you what, we got a lot of maroon shirts standing up watching the ball game.
Well, what happened is they sent that ripper in backside, and nobody picked him up.
I tell you what, Dickey got hit from up the middle. I believe. I don't know. I didn't see it until late in the play, but I believe he got hit up the middle.
Well, let's see if we can get an instant replay here.
You mean this thing's got an instant replay?
Well, evidently it doesn't have an instant replay.
Man, if it does, I've watched the whole dadgum game on instant replay. That'll keep me from making a lot of mistakes.
We're just lucky we got a little TV in here to watch the game with.
I hadn't watched it yet.
Well, here we go. Calallen lines up once again to punt. He punts the ball, kind of shags it off left.
He's having a tough night punting. Jimmy's down there again. It's hard to keep that favorite kid away from that ball, you know it?
It sure is. Might have picked it up just a little too soon there. I'll tell you what, it used to be one of my favorite things to do. It's kind of, when I was on that punt, you know, when the guys are standing around waiting for that ball to stop rolling so they could down it, I'd come with a full head of steam and just knock one of them off.
Yeah.
But hey, no whistle, don't stop hitting. 3:43 left to play. Calallen leading this ball game in the 4th quarter by a score of 28-7. King takes the ball over on their own 21-yard line. Treat still in the game, single setback. 2 men split out right, 1 out to the left side. Long snap count, sends a man in motion to the far side. Treat takes the ball back, looking to pass in the flats. The ball is tipped and almost intercepted.
Tell you what, Rusty and Michael Teamy both did a heck of a job there. Looked like
Louis
our
Espinosa is the one who almost came up with the interception. Tell you what, Louis, that was close.
You're a nose guard, Louis. You're not supposed to be intercepting balls. You're supposed to be knocking quarterbacks on their fannies.
I think that ball popped up, and Lewis saw that it popped up, got away from his blocker, and got up underneath it. But you know, he still got the hands of a lineman.
Yep.
Tree comes up, 2 men far outside to the far side. Single setback. Tree making calls. 1 man out near side. Another long cadence. Comes out to the right-hand side. He's got a little daylight. Never a chance to pitch it, though.
I tell you, Michael Teamy's having him a great game defensively, and Rusty Edwards, of course, yeah, I mean, you know Rusty's going to, he did a good job of getting away from a hold that time. The tight end came out and held Rusty, but Rusty was able to get away from it and get on the play.
King almost picked up 5 yards on that play. It's going to be 3rd and a long 5 yards to go. I bet you they try to throw that ball again.
No,
We've got a timeout called.
I don't really understand this. You're behind 28-7. Why in the world are you going to take a timeout?
Well, they just run treat over the sidelines.
You know, I'd be going, hadn't they probably ordered the chicken fried steaks at wherever they're going to eat.
I tell you what, I
Things are
wouldn't.
sitting on the table getting cold.
Well, they've got treat and let's see who else is that over there. I hadn't kept up. Oh, Hector De Leon, ought to know him. I've called on him a few times tonight. Had both of them over the sidelines. I tell you what, Cliff, I'd be willing to wager something on it that line right there is asked to pass block, and that they're going to try to throw that ball.
Well, if you're going to call timeout with 3 minutes left to go in the game, trailing by 3 touchdowns, you might as well throw the ball. Like I said, I'd already be on my way to the restaurant to eat my chicken fried steak.
Rod Clark leads the game for King. Treat comes back, sets up under center once again. Formation we haven't seen in a while. I formation. 2 men split out to the left-hand side. Treat rolls left. Quick pass into the flats.
Oh, hit him in a bad spot, right in the face.
Well, that's why they wear face masks now. Ought to be great that guy's got one on. You know, I still don't see how they did it back in those days without a face mask.
Well, they caught those kind of passes right there. You had to.
You know, he can't say he
Keep 'em
didn't
off
see
your
the
nose.
ball.
Get out nose, it looked like March if you didn't do that.
Well, King's going to punt the ball with 4th and 6 left. You know, if I was King, I'd go for it. How worse can
Well,
it
why
get?
would you call timeout and then not go for it on 4th down? I don't understand. You know, I just, of course, I'm not very smart. It's easy for me not to understand. Well, maybe they knew we was going to do that.
Well, we had 2 guys going for the ball down there.
Probably both baseball players, too, and nobody called it.
Well, Dickey was one of them. I believe it was.
Well, I believe Casey was, isn't Casey Pierce the other return man? I believe so.
A little miscommunication there. And they even had some running room on that punt. Wasn't the greatest punt in the world. Let's just flat out say it was a bad punt.
Well, we're going to run Jimmy Favor and C.J. Carroll. That's going to be our tailback and fullback. Dadgum, I don't like to see Dickey limping like that. Hope that's not that same wheel he had them pins in.
Well, Dickey's a tough player. He can bound back from it. Pro set, Z back, right-hand side, 2-back set.
There's C.J.
Hands
Carroll.
off. C.J. Carroll rumbling down the field for, I'd say, 9+ yards.
Now we had some line surge that time. I mean that looked a little better. Yep, they're bringing Dickey back out now.
Well, he's limping a little more on that foot now.
Yeah, he was limping pretty bad when he